Good morning. This is Carrie for the Love of Words, and I want to discuss editing your work. And I think sometimes, from what I've heard, people disagree with me about line editing. And I think that you should line edit your work. I think giving the best work possible shows that you're a professional. It shows that you've taken the time to do the work, and that it's not the editor's job to fix your problems. Some people say, well, if the story's good enough, that's what they have editors for. But I've read from agents that it takes a lot of time and money for them to do that. And I've seen on some of the query tips and things like that on Twitter, and they say they like the story, but it's just too much work to clean it up. When I was in high school, I got A's on all my papers. Oh, you're such a good writer. And then I took junior college and they were like, oh, you're so great. Then I went to Florida Southern and I had this teacher, and 2 grammatical errors was an automatic F. And I sent like a 10-page paper that was due. I turned it in. He didn't even get through 2 paragraphs and gave me an F. I never passed the class. I ended up taking English at another college and I sailed through it. Probably got an A. And that was such a valuable lesson because I was very humbled and humiliated, and instead of repeating the class, I took it some other place, and that hurt me. So when I began writing, I hired my daughter's best friend who got her master's in editing or something like that, and my work was so awful. Like, I was embarrassed. I felt like I have this child that has totally schooled me. So I went back to 6th grade English level, and I try to study almost every single day the laws of grammar, everything from words that between its and its, IT apostrophe S versus ITS, different contractions, different ways to use commas. So I highly, highly recommend as a writer that you can't expect for the story to sell itself. You want that agent to know that you have given your best work possible, that you are not just assuming that they will do the work for you. And not only that, I think sometimes it makes my writing so much more smoother. It really helps me when I know that I can't do run-on sentences, when I know that you just can't stick a colon when you feel like it, a semicolon, the M dash. I love that thing. So as a new writer, as you write, maybe take a few minutes every single day and learn new rules of grammar. I think it's important. I don't think it helps me speak any better. I try through these videos, which is funny. I say a lot. And I noticed each time that I do a video, it's making me, because I hear myself out loud, try not to use I also, one thing that I've learned is when I edit my work, I start with the last sentence of each paragraph, because I think sometimes when you're going from one sentence to the next, to the next, to the next, the flow is there and you know the story. But if you do each sentence from the last sentence and go up, I found that was an excellent way to edit my work because I wasn't influenced by the sentence before it. So tip for the day: every day that you spend writing, maybe spend a little time learning about grammar. It will help in everything you do. It will help in letters that you send, business letters, things like that. So just my tip for the day, and you can take it or leave it, and maybe you can pay an editor. If they charge by the hour, it might save you some money if you do some of the work on your own. So have a great day. Happy writing. Again, it's my husband's birthday today. I love you, moi, even though he doesn't watch any of my YouTube videos. That's okay. And it's a great day to be a writer.